All right. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing? Woo! All right. So, we have some movers today. So, here's the midday pulse. All right. So, the XPX, exactly what I said it would do. It was going to go. We had a really, really nice. Interesting. We're coming towards the end here. So, we're having some divergences here, right? XPX 4470. So I said 4466 to get it going. Needed to pop. It couldn't really pop above that. So 4466 is going to stall. It's stalling in this area. So it's going to be probably consolidating between 4466 and 4450. We'll still look pretty positive here. But it's telling me that this is we're looking. If I were to look here, and this is the 15-minute time frame, guys. So 15-minute time frame, it's telling me that we're probably gonna stall here for a second. We could have a pop maybe after lunch, or maybe towards the end of the power hour. So it depends, risk on or risk off for the weekend. But Goldman Sachs is right at 400, so that's a round number. VIX is at 16. So, guys, I told you below 18, we're bullish. As clearly you can see that the markets are bullish for the last couple of days. Apple is up 10 cents. Goldman's up 9.75. The 10-year is slightly going up. It went up half a point right now. So we're getting mixed reviews. So VIX is good. Goldman is good. It's at 400. It's probably going to pull back. Apple's only up 11 cents, below 144, and the 10-year is creeping up. So not good. All right, so perfect. Let's dive in. So SPX, you had, if you knew the levels, right? If you knew the levels, you could have taken that trade. However, if you don't know the levels, then you're not gonna wait. So we're just gonna use the posture. So we're looking at the XPX doing a little pop here. Let's see what happens here at that 44.66, 44.70. But it's just consolidating. Let's see where it happens. Can it pull back to the 50, which is 44.21? It's got 44.50 on the downside and 44.21. If this starts creeping down, then that means that we're pulling back a little bit, which is normal. It's normal. It's normal. Nasdaq, again, seeing weakness, right? Weakness going up. So, I mean, we could consolidate here, but just keep in mind, just watch it. Consolidation. Are there going to be some big moves occurring? Don't really know. And if there were big moves, they're probably halting. So we'll dive into that. But the NASDAQ had a nice rally. So we had a pop early this morning. We had a same with the XPX. We had a pop. So if you needed to take that trade, you could. You just have to put your line in the sand. So what I mean by that, no, that was today. That was yesterday. Small pop, right? And today, not a pop. Okay, so we're going down. So sideways consolidation. Okay, so Russell, this thing was super, super strong. Bank heavy, it's pulling back. So again, where is it going to go? So is it going to, it looks like it's showing weakness. Probably going to pull back. Let's see where the 50 and these thing comes back to. We had a good run. Google. All right. So Google, the thing about Google, guys, here's the thing. This is a massive, massive run the last couple of days that we had on Google, right? This thing, where did we go? Google. So Google sold off, came back to life, and it's just consolidating right at that 2,800 area. So I don't suspect Google is going to rip today. Maybe at the close, but maybe it's a rest day. But it's looking like it's pulling back. Watch it here. Remember I told you, don't buy calls if the MACDs are going down. You don't do it. You wait. Wait. We want to see a bounce off the 50 and then a bounce off the 0 line, right? Or a reverse, a bounce off the 50 and a bounce off 0 downward. So, but right now it's just holding steady. Remember, tech announces earnings next week, so I don't think tech is going to sell off. Amazon, this was the play of the day. I gave it to you in the chat. So just for clarification, on the chat, we were looking. This is textbook. In the pre-market, I gave you this. It was coming to an end. This is textbook. Just holding at 50. Now, Amazon took a day off yesterday, but it ran the other 2 days, And you can tell news was coming out, news was coming out, news was coming out. But basically right there, momentum was building, building, building right there. And it was around 33.13, I think we gave it. And I gave you 33.13. If we broke that, it was going to take off. Look how far it took off. So Amazon, and it hit this 33.95 to the T. So again, how do you play this? Well, easy. If you're looking for that 10% move, this is a 10% trade, right? You get an option for 10%. Many different ways to play this. You can do, if you're familiar with option strategies, bull call spread, spreads, out of the money calls, whatever you want. That's up to you. Or if you don't know it, I would hit me up and I can recommend you a few places to learn, especially from my mentors. But basically, yeah, you can do many, many different strategies here. But can you get a 10% move here? Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. You got a ripper. Now, how do you ride this? Well, there's many different ways. There's no shame. You want to lock in profits, lock in profits. There's another way where you can say, hey, if it bounces off of here, or maybe to the levels, you trade the levels. If you're good with levels, then you do that. But hey, profit's a profit. But good luck. Congratulations for those who took that trade. That was beautiful. Tesla this morning gave that to you as well. We said anything near the 50. And somebody said, how did you get in? Well, I'm looking at the pre-market, right? So we're looking at the 50, this candlestick. It's slide, same as here, consolidation. Which way has Tesla been going? It's been going up. So it's like winding up. I gave you all the reasons in the pre-market why I like Tesla, and it's showing in the price action. So at the open, you can tell like right before the open started gapping up. Right there, we got fresh set of MACDs, even though it's not right there, but can you take that trade 826 to 833? Can you get 10% there? Or maybe, you know what? It's earnings next week. So maybe you can set up something for next week, right? And again, many different ways to play that. There's so many strategies out there. And guys, if you're familiar with different option strategies to increase your higher probability, great. Or if you need recommendations for any courses or anything, my mentors are, at Income Trader, they can definitely help you out. All right. ISRG. ISRG is basically, we've called this out. Following the 50 is slowly creeping up, right? We got a 10-for-1 stock split. It's a great company. But again, it tried to go this morning. MACDs they gave you a slight confirmation, but kind of a fake out. It's still there, still can go. Just wait and see. If you lock in those gains, but the MACDs are kind of they're dying down a little bit. So they're dying out at resistance. Do you see that? Let me see if I can. Yep, they're dying down. It's a wait and see game right there. Chipotle again. Domino's Pizza's numbers, that workforce, everything I just described to you in the morning, is you can start to see in the numbers in Chipotle. So Domino's, I think the market's just processing what's going down. It's getting close to the 50. Let's see if it can bounce here. If it bounces, MACD starts turning, then there's conviction buying, right? Funds are buying. If they're not, then they're not really 100% conviction in that trade. But we'll see after lunch. Right now, look at MicroStrategy. This was one that was given. So I told you about Bitcoin and the reasons behind that. And does the price action support the reasons? And the answer is yes. It has supported those reasons, that I've given you. And again, pre-market, we saw it at the 50. It bounced off the 50. And guess what? It held the previous day's highs. So held the previous day's highs, new set of MACDs. Can you get into this trade? Absolutely. Now, MicroStrategy moves pretty fast, right? So when you see these, it's going to move. The MACDs now, it's not the best sort of MACDs I would like to, because you have to ask yourself, where in the MACDs are you in? We're actually closer to the middle. We wish we could have traded overnight because this would be most ideal. Again, so this is textbook. I guess my reason behind it, I was close to that enough, and I wanted to maximize those gains. I do a money management system where I will buy two options, and basically the front option, sell it, and then that will pay for my other option. So, that's another. If you want to know more about that, hit me up and I can do a video or a Zoom call on that. All right, so yeah, so we're gonna look for this area right here of 758.61 to see if it gets it going. Bitcoin right now is sitting at 60,000, so this is not going to go down if Bitcoin keeps going up. Bitcoin is up to 61. Congratulations, guys. All right, Shopify, trading sideways again. It tried to go this morning. We saw, like I said, like pre-market had a bounce, but here's where we kind of gets tricky. It was coming down and it broke the 50. Where's the MACD going? Sideways now. So there's some sideways consolidation here. Just know exactly which trend again, it had a huge rally. The sideways consolidation is typical normal for these type of movements. And then now it's just a matter of waiting, and you're trading sideways now. So we need to break this upper level of 1427. And just wait and see. Let's see where the MACDs. But if it breaks 1427, MACD starts going up, then it can probably start moving again. So just watch it. Netflix failed. So now we know why Netflix was supposed to move. Well, guess what? Amazon's not going to compete with them. Duh. Okay. So again, it's always in the price action. Understand the levels. Amazon Netflix, should have been at 650, 651, 653 with the gaming results. But Amazon's not going to be a competitor. So market is now saying, oh, whoa, hold on. We need to see who's going to be the winner here. So it's just, typical movement. It still looks good, but it's just now people are locking in gains and it's breaking through. Still 629, but know these levels. So again, Netflix had a monster run, but we broke the 50, and look where the MACDs are going. It's going down. Let's see how far it got. Let it drop, and just wait and see. Right? We dead cat bounce at the 50, not textbook, but you can see it drop. All right, Roku. Again, we thought this was going to go the pre-market, but we saw weakness here, and it needed to break above the 50. That's why I gave you the levels on top to get it going. It never got there, so not really a worth the play here. That's why sometimes it's best to wait and see. You want to ride the wave. Don't don't try to be the first one in the wave. Ride the wave, and the reason why I show this is because we want to see where the waves are coming. So now, again, it's a wait and see. We're still below. It's really at the mercy of the markets. Let's see what the NASDAQ and all those guys are doing. Remember, MicroStrategy, watch Bitcoin. Bitcoin, MicroStrategy. All the rest, XPX, NDX, Russell, and their components. All right, so Roku, just wait and see. It's the overall market's consolidating right now, and let it wait and see. But again, you have that number of 331 now, 331. That's the pre-market move. And then you had another, what's really going to get it going is 334. NVDA, again, this is a perfect example. Where's the MACDs going? I think it's going to run. Maybe not today because I had a pretty big move. But keep it on the horizon. It's right there. It's literally right there. So I think again, this 219 is gonna get it going. But it's right there. It's holding the previous day's highs too, 218. So let's see. Let's see if the MACDs can turn this thing around. All right, Mercado Libre. We had the ripper today. And again, it's good to understand your levels here, right? Because look at this. Look where Mercado Libre is halted, right at that 1572, stopped. So again, if you know your levels, you can take that trade. But this was a 10% move. I gave it to you in the morning. Fresh set of MACDs, bounce off the 50. You enter the trade in the morning, 1531, and went up to 1572, guys. So can you get your 10%? Boom, right? You just have to be patient, again, know the strategy you're going to trade, but we're looking for a 10% move, right? Or if many different ways to play it, but that's the move right there. It is dying down right now, as you can tell. Hit that 1572, sold off, and just watch these levels. What's beautiful about it, hit 1572, sold off what? About 22 points. So 72 is going to be hard. So watch that. let it pull back. And but again, Mercado Libre had a nice run, guys, from 1472 to 1572. You had a 100-point move in the last 3 days. Wow. Okay, Apple, again, another big mover. And again, it's just consolidating at that 144 is going to be pretty hard now. 144.50, somewhere in there. If we go back, that's exactly where, 144 area is kind of like where it's going to hold. And we saw the MACDs. I said this, going into divergence, it's selling off, and it's going up. So watch Apple, could it go negative? It's only up 9 cents since we've been talking. Oil, OICH. Look where OICH is at. It's at 224. 224. Yeah, multiple opportunities to get into this thing. 215 to 224. You had about 9 points there in the last couple of days. 222, I said, was hard. They broke it and gave you a little extra. So still in play. Remember, it's all if gas is high, this is going to go up. Unless Biden releases the oil reserves. If he does that, this will drop as well, and that's his only card. All right, so what else do we have here? Let's look here. I just put Moderna because I had an upgrade, but I think I had Goldman Sachs up here, so we can do that. Add Goldman Sachs. All right, so Goldman Sachs, great earnings or positive earnings, came back pre-market and hit that 400. 400 is going to be a round number. It's selling off. So I don't know if it's going to hold that 400. It's going to break through today. Earnings were good, but were they that good? I don't know. So I think there'll probably be some profit take, but watch it. All right, our firm, we took this little scalp trade back to the 50 and went all the way up. But look at the levels. Look where it stopped, 153, 153. So had a massive move. Let me fix this here for you guys. Had a massive move, right? But it's just consolidating, and these moves are massive. 153 to 146, super volatile. But it's not giving me a clear direction right now. So there's a lot of whipsaw action. Upstart, be careful. They might announce a secondary. If they do, then but we're seeing weakness here, right? Weakness. Just wait and see on Upstart. We move massively on Upstart. We're at the mercy. Remember, if the markets want to go higher, this is going to drag this thing higher. But if the markets consolidate here and just rest and say, okay, we had enough. This is the pivot. This is the highs we're supposed to go until next week is tech earnings, the all-star weekends of the quarter. All right, Hubstart. I'm still, again, just watching this thing, watching its movements. Right now, we're seeing 775 and 818. That's why I'm watching it, because I want to familiarize myself with these moves. So it looks like going back to the 50 here. No trades here yet, just observing it. All right, TNX, Volatility Index, we're at 16. This. You don't want this going up, right? So when this goes up, when this goes up, the 10-year note, that means that interest rates are going higher. Not good for tech. So we're gonna watch the Nasdaq here. Watch the Nasdaq and Amazon, Tesla's pulling back, and watch that. Okie dokie. All right, guys. Hope this was good, and we will catch you next week. All righty.